What's up, guys? In today's video I want to talk about Binance Coin, BNB. Is Binance Coin a good buy at this moment in time? It just hit a new all-time high of $1,300, which is of course amazing. It even entered the top 100 of global assets worldwide, which is also amazing. But the question is this the right time to buy BNB, or is it the moment to back off a little bit, let the price cool down, secure some profits? I want to talk about that in this quick video. If this sounds interesting, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you watching, and let me get straight into it. Okay, guys, so let's talk about BNB and let's see if BNB is indeed a good buying opportunity right now. So first off, you need to know that BNB is currently trading at an all-time high above $1,300, which is amazing to see. As I said in the intro of the video, we are currently entered the top 100 of global assets here for BNB, as you can see, which is absolutely incredible because gold is on number 1, just for your reference, Bitcoin number 7, Ethereum 22. Also, in terms of the market cap, you can see that BNB just surpassed XRP in the past 24 hours, I believe, and is currently below Ethereum. Still a huge gap between the two here in terms of market cap, but Binance Coin is a strong performer here with plus 27% in the past 7 days, while BTC did 4.9, Ethereum 4.1%. So yeah, that is also amazing. One rule, I would say, rule of thumb that you should always use is never buy in a pump, never buy the top performing asset in a certain time frame. That is at least what my strategy is. I would never buy in a pump like this. We are indeed going parabolic. Can Binance Coin go higher from here? Yes, of course. The trend is clearly up. I mean, guys, this is the weekly time frame, and you can see that since 2017 BNB has been in this higher high, higher low structure. So I only expect this trend to continue. However, in the immediate short term, there's something that you need to know, and that is actually if we use a Fibonacci extension to come up with some price targets here, or Fibonacci resistances, then we can actually see that BNB is, let me do this actually correctly, we can see that Binance Coin is right now trading at resistance, actually the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level on the weekly at approximately $1,275, give or take. We are trading slightly above that, but typically the 1.618 Fibonacci extension on any given price chart tends to provide resistance. So just be aware of that. If you're buying right here in this pump, it is very well possible for BNB to see something like this here, maybe a pullback before eventually further upside, since we are indeed trading against Fibonacci resistance. Yes, we are in price discovery, but still these Fibonacci levels are typically very relevant. Now, what if we go higher from here? What is the next area of resistance? I'm looking at $1,500 approximately, which is another Fibonacci extension level. Then we have $1,950, I would say until $2,000, and eventually maybe even higher. But just be mindful of this, guys. BNB has done extremely well. I mean, if we look at the performance basically since the beginning of February this year, then we can see that Binance Coin is already up by more than 150% in a relatively short amount of time. We are really going parabolic right now. Let me show you. I think it's over here. So you can see this very nice parabolic curve. Let me make this another color. So this is a typical parabola, and typically that is a strong move. So whenever we break below this trend line, yes, then we could see a bigger correction. But for now, trend is clearly up. So at which level am I personally interested in buying BNB? Well, not right here, but if we see a significant cool off or pullback, then I'm looking at this zone, which previously provided huge resistance here in the bull run from 2021 in May, also here in November, also here lately in 2024, and also in 2025. So if we see a retest of this specific area, I would say between 630 or so all the way to 750. So if we see something like this, I'm not sure whether we're going to see this, but if we see that, then yes, I'm very interested in buying BNB at that specific area, but not right now while the trend, while this move is really going parabolic. But that is of course entirely up to you. I also want to make you aware of something else that I spotted here on the weekly time frame for BNB, and that is actually visible here on the RSI indicator. This is the weekly RSI. You can see this downward trend line with 2 touch points. So if we see another touch point, then this trend line could provide resistance and we could see a pullback in price and in the RSI. Not only that, guys, we are losing a little bit of momentum here because you can see lower highs in the RSI for BNB basically since February 2021. While the price is continuously forming higher highs. And this shows me that there is currently a momentum loss going on here on the RSI, which shows me that the buyers are getting a little bit less interested in this specific region over here. And this could eventually lead to a bigger correction. So just be mindful of that. We typically tend to see these bearish divergences at the end stage of an uptrend. I mean, you can also see one over here. This was also a lower high here. Let me remove this one here. Sorry guys, let me do that again. So here you can also see a lower high. This was in the bull run from 2021. Let me make this bigger for you. So here you can see this lower high basically between the high from February 2021 and I would say April or May 2021. That was actually over here. Price made a higher high, bearish divergence, and eventually that led to a corrective period, very frustrating, minus 73% and basically sideways price action until October 2023, guys. So this shows you how significant bearish divergences are, and we are right now spotting an even bigger divergence. So just be mindful of that. I'm not saying that the top is in right now. We can still go higher. The trend is up, but just be mindful that you are buying into a significant bump. Also, if we look at the bull market support band here on the weekly scale, we can also see that Binance Coin is getting a little bit overextended here. Typically, whenever you get overextended like this off the bull market support band, so you can see that right here. Let me give you a few more examples. We also had an extension over here. We also had an extension over here. Typically, price comes back to the bull market support band. I'm not sure when that is going to happen, but typically whenever you see such an extension, it is basically from a risk-reward ratio, maybe not the best time to buy. But once again, not financial advice. We can also see that we are getting pretty overextended here from the EMA ribbons, and that always tends to lead to a pullback in price as well. So guys, if you want to buy or trade any crypto, I would highly recommend to do that over on Phemex, which is the first link down below in the video description. They're right now offering a $250 deposit bonus to my audience when you sign up. Keep in mind, Phemex has extremely low trading fees compared to other exchanges. It's also an A-book exchange, which puts them in the same category as Bybit and Binance, for example, and you can get huge deposit bonuses. Basically, the more you deposit, the higher your bonus if you use my link down below. Alternatively, you can also trade on AscendEX, second link down below. No KYC required, huge welcome bonuses as well. Check it out if you're interested. That was it for today's video. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also follow me over on Instagram, official link down below. I'm posting additional crypto updates over there on top of the YouTube video, so check it out if you're interested. I want to thank you all for watching, for the support, and I'll see you very soon in another update. Bye bye.